Hello, and thank you for joining me tonight. This video is dedicated to connecting and opening the channels between our root and crown chakras. If you don't know anything about chakras, there's so much information online. I have some videos that I made, so I'm not going to go into them too much here or anything. But what we're trying to do basically, the root is our connection to earth energy, our crown is our connection to universal, our higher self, spirit, etc. So when these two channels are open, we always are, but we become even more better. The channel, or the nexus rather, between the two. So earth energy is being shot up through our crown and into the universe, and also universal energy is coming down through our crown and being sent down to the earth. So it's really interesting to have this dual nature here going on. Along with that, I'm going to be doing a video, or this is going to include rather, some information on self-Reiki. Now, even if you're not Reiki attuned, we all have this connection to this energy within us. When you're Reiki attuned, when you're a practitioner, when you've been studying Reiki, when you have a Reiki teacher, they help to open your channel so that you're able to channel the energy, to call it up, to call it in, whatever, and channel it in a sense, or direct it. So self-Reiki, we all do self-Reiki all the time. When our throat hurts, when we have a headache, when we ever feel any pain in our body, our first reaction is to put your hand on it, and that's what we're going to be doing. So first we're going to open the channels using some tuning forks. The main focus here is going to be our heart, which is again the nexus between the two chakras. It's the center. And then root and crown tuning forks to work to open those chakras. I'm going to show you just a couple of stones, nothing crazy. And then we're going to work through the Reiki hand positions for self-Reiki, or a good meditation that you can do for that. If you've never seen one of my videos before, thank you so much for watching. I'm a Master Teacher Reiki Practitioner, energy worker. I work out of the New York City, New Jersey area. If you'd like to follow me on social media and get in touch that way, we can do that on Snapchat, Instagram, or Facebook. And if you'd like to get in touch with me, check out my services, request a video, send a message, or make a donation, you can do that through my website, which is looninnate.com. Alright, we're going to be using the heart chakra tuning fork first as a means to just make sure that when this part is clear, it makes it easier for these channels to connect. It can kind of set off a chain reaction of sorts. So my intention is to clear our heart chakra in order to align and work with the upper and lower chakras. There's a bird outside. Then what I do is comb the tuning fork through the etheric body. Now these are not musical tuning forks, they are frequency based. I'm going to try something new here. Hopefully it doesn't deafen you. This is both the crown and root tuning forks. Because we want them to be connected. We don't want it to be like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a good idea. Okay, so I'm going to show you the stones that I like to use when I'm doing this meditation, when I'm doing self-Reiki, and I'm looking to connect my crown and my root to be the nexus, to be this portal in a sense or something. So I like to do this in bed. You don't have to, but I like to. So I use these three palm stone shaped stones or pocket stones. Sounds cool? Okay, so for the roots, we're going to use Nuumite, which is a really dark black stone with these little golden flakes of labradorescence. It's really powerful, really grounding, earth energy, earth star energy, root chakra energy stone. It's extremely protective, and I absolutely love it for working with the root or even below the root, the earth star chakras. For the hearts, this might be a little unorthodox, but whenever I use this stone, it really wants to go to my heart chakra, and I see it as, you know, like it looks super dark and then it flashes. It's almost as if it is, again, this nexus theme. This is Hyper's theme. I got this from Monk and Moon as well. Probably like, okay, we get it. You love that store. They just have really nice stones, but this is, for me, this is the type of stone that you're not going to find a ton of information about for some reason. Like, you know, you could look up rose quartz, Nuumite, this other stone that I have, lepidolite, and you're going to find a ton of information, but for whatever reason, this is the type of stone that you need to see how it works for you, or use your intuition. which is really fun. I like stones like that. I like the opportunity to not have a preconceived notion of what I'm getting. I basically saw the stone on the website and I was just like, I need that. that's my baby. I need it. And it really has this connect. It's very calm. It has a feeling of Nuumite or astroviolet or something, but it's softer, it's more calming. I feel like it lets you view things from the heart, view things from this place of, consideration of good being within bad, bad being within good. What are we trying to learn here? So I really like this one for my heart when I'm doing this work. The last stone is a piece of fancy lepidolite. Lepidolite comes in, it's like a mica, so it comes in all kinds of different looks. You've probably seen ones that are like much more pale than this. This one, when I bought it, it was just called fancy lepidolite. It's really beautiful. And so when I'm laying in bed, I'll put this one, near my crown or under my pillow if I want to. I'll put this one on my heart, the hypersthene, and the Nuumite I will put either, below my feet or just like kind of drop it between my knees or between my thighs when I'm like laying down, so it's like near my root chakra. You could put it like on your stomach, just like low on your stomach, whatever is comfortable for you. You don't have to have these stones at all. There's so many that correspond to all of these chakras. This is just my personal preference, what I do for myself, since this is a self-Reiki kind of video. Good options for your crown would be Herkimer diamond, clear quartz, amethyst, really anything that you feel drawn to use to your crown, typically purple, violet, or clear or white stones. For your heart, that could be anything from rose quartz to green tourmaline, green aventurine, so green and pink stones would be really easy to use for your crown. And then for your roots, you could use black or red or dark brown. Let's say red jasper, bronzite, axonite, anything that you're drawn to use towards your crown at all. This is all intuitive, and again, like if you feel like putting a blue one on your root chakra, by all means, like this is your call. This is what feels right to you. I'm just sharing what feels right to me. So something else to think of. You don't have to do the three stone kind of thing either. You can use clear quartz point and hold one in your hand, one hand pointing in, your receiving hand, your less dominant hand pointing in, and then your dominant hand having the energy point out and envisioning it being that way. You could lay them on the sides of your body and envision just that assistance with the channels. And they don't have to be like big ones either. You can get like small ones, so it doesn't have to be what I'm showing you. I'm just kind of giving you some examples. So one of the first things you want to think about when you're doing self-Reiki is, and again, this doesn't have to be every time. Sometimes you're going to want to do self-Reiki when you're like running your errands or in your car or something, whatever, that's fine. But if you're home, if you're in bed, if you're taking this time to like meditate and do it, by all means, like light a candle, put on, like have some incense, some soft music going. Make the space as sacred as you can for yourself. Make it as comfortable and peaceful, a place you can release, you can let go, you can be healed, you can channel, you're protected, things like that. There are certain things you can do to say you are out and about. Do like a quick visualization of like a protective egg. We've talked about that before, like a shield, a force shield that you're not going to be influenced by any other energies. You can get a piece of selenite or even use your mind or your finger and draw like around your room or around your space like a white bubble or something along those lines, just like indicating that like this space is safe. There are stones that are very beneficial for things like that. Black kyanite, black tourmaline, typically black stones. Selenite is also good. So what we want to start with is a clear space, something that is a safe space for us. When you visit your Reiki practitioner ever, that part of what they do is that they create and hold this safe space for you, so it's okay for you to be dealing with these energies and releasing and whatnot. Okay, so I like to kind of rub my hands together. It brings like the chi energy. I would definitely recommend this if you're not Reiki attuned as well, because that will just kind of get the energy flowing more for you more easily. And I like to start with my heart, again, just to clear that area, kind of like the drawbridge or something. Make sure that we have safe passage or clear passage through. So an easy way to do that is just put your hand there. Put your hand in your heart chakra, which is not over your heart, but kind of in the center, but along the heart area. You can use visualization. Picture your heart chakra glowing this like beautiful emerald green or pink or whatever you're drawn to, whatever you see. If you feel like you do need to do some releasing from this area, see what comes to mind. Like, I very often will see releasing. Some clients I've had it be like flower petals. Some clients I've seen like lightning bugs kind of come out. For myself recently, I saw like birds, like not specifically birds, but like the silhouette of birds being released. And of course, this is best to do in like a meditative state so that you are able to visualize. And just hold your hands there for as long as you feel comfortable. Picture your energy. Again, we talked about the in and out with those points. Picture your energy flowing through your heart and removing anything that's, negative at all, or any blockages, and just kind of visualize that clearing. Once you've done that for as long as you feel comfortable, you could do that for 5 minutes, an hour, like whatever you're kind of in the mood for. Then I like to I switch my hands. So this is something I teach my Reiki students from like more like a level 2 even. So, but our hands have these areas, like we're talking about this like receiving and giving. If you can picture, something's in the middle here, that my left hand, my receptive hand, has a force that pulls through. So it's got energy, but it's like a pulling energy. I'm not going to allow the energy to go up my arm. Like, I can visualize and change the course there. But what I'm going to visualize is it just creating a vacuum and pulling through, while my right hand, my dominant hand, is sending energy out. So it's kind of creating this cleansing process. And use that as you're doing your self-Reiki or self-Reiki, your energy work. And again, you don't need to have Reiki to do this kind of stuff for yourself. This is just like maintenance. So let's say you feel like you have some stuff to release. Maybe start with your left hand and then go with your right. So what we're going to do with our crown and root, I'm going to start by placing my right hand on my root chakra and my left hand on my crown. And what I'm going to be envisioning and focusing on is sending this earth energy up and through the top of my head, through my crown, and up into the universe, etc. Like connecting with that spirit energy. So you'll just lay there with your hand on your root, which, like that is basically your crotch. And no, I don't touch people's crotches when I'm doing Reiki. I usually go on the sides, like on the hips, and focus that way before I get like some comments about it. So anyway, you want to relax. I when I'm working with the root, I do envision reds or blacks or super dark browns, more red for the most part, just coming up through the earth, through my root chakra, along all of the area of my body, and up through my crown. And I will lay like this for as long as I feel comfortable. It's truly wonderful. It feels so good. It's so soothing and relaxing. This type of thing, what I'm talking about with the hands, it's called polar therapy if you want to look it up, or polarity therapy. Okay, so then I'll do a little, again, charging, and I'll switch my hands. So now my right hand, my more dominant hand, is on my crown, and I'll put my left hand, my receptive hand, on my root, and I'll be drawing down universal energy through and visualizing it and seeing it in this like beautiful purple or violet color coming through and then connecting to the earth. Some like breaths. I pretty much fall asleep like this every night. It's so comfortable. If you don't feel like having these like stones all along you, if you are doing it at night, you don't have to have them on you. You can put them all under your pillow or even like next to you on bed, whatever makes sense to you. I like them in the spots, but that's me. It just feels really amazing. So yeah, that's my tip on self-Reiki, or a way for us to balance ourselves that way. When we do open those channels between the upper, the crown and the root, it has such a huge impact on our energy levels, our anxiety. If we're feeling depressed or have any dream issues, like not being, or even sleep issues in general, it helps with dream recall. It helps us feel stable and supported. There's a myriad of really beneficial things that go along with having these two chakras particularly balanced. I mean, they all should be balanced. They all need to be balanced. But these ones have a really big impact on our day-to-day life, how we connect, and how our mental attitude is, and how we feel supported and safe in general. With everything that's going on in the world right now, these small practices, these small self-maintenance practices can be hugely beneficial. So I hope that you find some comfort and just information from this that you can apply to yourself, apply to your day-to-day life that benefits you, because that's what I'm all about. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your support and encouragement and just the opportunity to connect with so many people. Please subscribe if you are interested in seeing more videos like this, or if you like my channel as a way to support me. It's very helpful. All your shares, comments, thumbs up, they're really, really helpful to me, so I do appreciate all of them. And yeah, thank you for, again, letting me be a part of your journey and being such a big part of mine. As always, namaste.